Hey guys, it's me, CWish. By the way, I'm sorry I didn't update yesterday. That's why I'm updating twice today. I've been meaning to do one episode a day, but obviously that didn't work. I was sick yesterday, so. Anyway, I think you might be able to fight everyone again the second day. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to figure it out because I just don't want to fight these guys again. I hate fighting these guys. Anyway, so guess what we're doing today? We are learning more about what we need to collect for materials. Anyway, so what you need to do is go through into this cove place. And when you get in here, I think there's a cutscene. No, you have to talk to someone first. Talk to Riku, and he says that he wants a name, and basically what you want to do is you want to name this anything you want. It really doesn't matter, but know that the thing that you will be using to travel around in the game, called the gummy ship, will be called this if you win this first race. So I'm gonna call it Excalibur because I watched Soul Eater and it's funny. If none of you have ever watched Soul Eater, you need to watch it. It's hilarious. Anyway, so Harry will be the judge of which he will be racing for, and I will show you the best route as to get there before Riku. I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to win.
I'm captain, and if you win,
I get to share the Palpatine with Kyrie.
huh?
Deal? The winner gets to share a Palpatine with Kyrie.
Anyway, so I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to win, but I'm gonna try my hardest. You just run like you normally do. What you want to do is over here, there's going to be a section of the bridge that falls out. So you want to jump over that, and you want to go down here. Go up these stairs, and go down this way. Yes, there is a way to, like, glide down that rope, but it is not recommended because it takes too much time to get up the ladder and stuff. So, anyway. So you just go up here. And touch this part, and you will leave and go back the same route because it's the fastest route in my opinion. So go this way, jump, yeah, get over there. I might actually win this, no jinx, knock on wood, whatever. So yeah, I actually won. The score is 1-1. And if you win, you get this thing called the Pretty Stone. It does absolutely nothing for your character except for you can sell it for money. It's like, man, lighten up. It's just a name after all. So yeah, since I won, my first ship will be called Excalibur. So yeah, what you want to do now is you have to collect more items. I'm gonna go to Kyrie if I can find her. Yeah, I remember where she is. Okay. So you want to go to Kyrie and get the materials list again, just because I can never remember the materials list. I know where all of them are once I see the materials list, but yeah. Anyway, you have to talk to her regardless because one of the materials requires you to have a bottle, and she gives you that. So you're looking for 1 seagull egg, 3 mushrooms, 2 coconuts, 3 fish, and fill this up with drinking water. But you can't fill the empty bottle with ocean water, so let me show you where you have to fill it up. Now, where I'm about to show you is the recommended place to get the water, but I think you can get it from the waterfall, if I'm not mistaken. I have heard that you can, but don't take my word on that because I could be wrong. But I know for sure you can get it here. So here you just stand in front of that water and you get it. And you can use this as a lever if you want to, it doesn't really matter. Here's your first mushroom. Let's see. You move over this boulder just by walking toward it. And here's your second mushroom. Now you want to go over here and you want to hit these trees. Hit them until you get a coconut that falls out of the tree that's a yellow coconut. Like this one. You pick it up, and you want to do that again to a different tree, because it won't fall out of the same tree, unless you leave and come back, I think. Okay, so there it is, and you get your coconut, and there's your 2 And then you need 3 fish, I believe she said. So you go out into the water and you find 3 fish. I think you can only find them in the previous area though. Man, my platforming skills are horrible. Anyway, but before I go back, I'm going to do something that a lot of people forget. So you pick up this box right here, and you're gonna want to throw it at this wall. Yes, you might think it would break, but it won't. So you want to throw it over there. Then you can jump up, and you get your first accessory of the game, which is nice. It's called a protect chain. It just slightly increases your defense score, just in case like you have low defense, in case like you gave up your shield or something. I'm going to be wearing it just because I can get more defense that way, and I don't want to die as much. But whatever. You go into equipment, you say Sora, and you go to protect chain. Oh, also, when you go over here, it'll tell you if you like take it off how much your stats will go down, and if you put something on, how much it will increase it on the side there. Anyway, so you come back out here, and there's 3 fish I believe you need to collect, and all you have to do to collect them is to come out into the water and pick up the fish that you see under the water. It's really that easy. It's recommended that you stay closer to the shore because then you can run around it and then it's faster, but you don't have to, obviously. So there's my 3 fish, and you see that egg up there on that tree? You might not be able to, but that's the seagull egg you're trying to get, so you just climb up here, and you just, I think it's, no, that's to get the coconuts, forget it. You climb up on this tree here to jump onto the tree with the egg. Whoops. Dang, my platforming skills are horrible. Anyway, so you come up here. Hell! Alright, then you just walk right into it and you get the seagull egg. Then you have to come over here and talk to Waka. And he'll tell you this thing about the secret place.
Me and Titus, we are gonna do a little exploring today. You know, the secret place at the base of that tree.
So yeah, he's talking about the secret place, which is in that little hole right there. And you just go through, and you can't, as far as I know, go through it unless you talk to him first. So you want to do that and then go through. I think another cutscene will be activated, I'm not sure, but it'll be activated once you get to the main part of this place. It's not a dungeon, it's like one room. But anyway. Nope, so you just get the 3rd mushroom while you're there, and then the cutscene starts. And if I'm not mistaken, I have gotten all the materials needed. So, I will be extending this video maybe to 15 minutes, just because I want to get something done. I just want to get the rest of this world pretty much done, if I can. This world isn't that much longer. You just have to turn in these materials, and then the actual fun part of the game finally starts. Like, nothing really eventful happens into this world until the very end.
Huh? Where did you come from?
You do not yet know what lies beyond the door.
So you're from another world.
There is so very much to learn. You understand so little.
Oh yeah? Well, you'll see. I'm gonna get out and learn what's out there.
A meaningless effort. One who knows nothing can understand nothing.
Yeah, that guy's pretty much creepy. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure if any of you have ever played the second game, which is actually, I think, a little bit better than this game, but if you've ever played the second game, there's these people called Organization 13, which are an enemy that you start to learn about in that game, and I think that is one of the Organization 13s. It was, like, a first reference to it. Usually they wear black cloaks, but, they probably didn't even think about that because they hadn't even gotten to that point in the story yet, so, yeah, I've collected all the materials, so all I have to do is just go back to Kyrie and give them all to her, and she will give you another high potion. So, soon this game will actually get good. And I'm gonna tell you at the end of this episode, we'll be starting to fight our, like, first enemies. At which point, this is where I will be grinding for the first time. And I will be grinding up to level 8. Now, that doesn't mean you guys have to, but I am going to, grind up to level 8, I think, maybe 9, and, so yeah, I'll be going up like 7 or 8 levels every time we go to a new world, just so I can get to level 100 in a timely fashion. So, yeah, you just talk to her. And, she'll tell you if you didn't get all of them. And I did get all of them, so I'm gonna say, yeah, let's go home. Alright, now, instead of going into another day of collecting stuff, which means you both know would happen if this game were to have anything eventful ever happen.
What do you mean?
Anyway, so this is a cutscene. They're talking about how Riku's kind of becoming like a pretty much a jerk at this point. He used to be really nice or something.
Let's let the raft and go. Just the two of us. Huh?
So they're thinking about leaving him there.
It's gotten into you. You're the one that's changed, Kyrie. Maybe.
Anyway, so this is just a cutscene, and then after this, we'll finally be getting to our first enemies, which is where, like I said, where I'll be grinding for levels. But
What I see, I know I can always come back here. Right?
Yeah, of course.
That's good. Sora, don't ever change.
Huh?
yeah, I think I'll be grinding to level 9 by the end of Destiny Island. That is a lot of levels, especially considering I am going at a slow pace, but I think it won't be that bad. So yeah, this video is probably going to be 20 minutes at most. Anyway, those pretty stones that I was telling you about, you can actually race Riku multiple times. You can just talk to him to do it. You can race him multiple times, and every time you do win, you get a pretty stone. You can get 99 pretty stones doing this, but I wouldn't recommend it considering they only give you 30 money per time you sell them. And it's really not worth it. I mean, if you can get one the first time you race him, I mean, I'm all for selling it, but it's just, it's really no use to spend all that time doing it, especially considering you're not getting any experience to do it even. So, yeah, they're just talking about Traverse Town, and which is the next place we're going to be going to, spoiler alert. Anyway, so, just a normal scene. So yeah, this video shouldn't be lasting too much more than 20 minutes, so yeah. Once I'm able to grind, I will be ending the video and grinding off screen, just because it's not very interesting to watch somebody grind for levels. And this is going to be the last episode I'll be uploading today. I don't know if I'll be uploading one tomorrow, being that it is Thanksgiving. If I get around to it, I will, but I don't know if I will because I probably won't get home until like 12 or something like that. So, I mean, if I can, I'll try, but I'm not guaranteeing anything.
Over here! Cricket's the name. Jiminy Cricket at your service.
We hope for your safe return. Please, help the king.
And, I'm thinking about maybe after this game after I finish this game, I'm thinking about doing the next game in the series, which isn't actually Kingdom Hearts 2. Chronologically anyway, it's actually Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which I will be playing on the PS2 because they brought out a port for it for the PS2. So that's probably the next game I'm going to be Let's Playing, unless I hear a lot of complaints as to why people don't like that, but eventually I will be doing it. I just might not do it right away if people don't like the game.
I gotcha. You mean while we're in other worlds, we can't let on where we're from, huh? We gotta protect the world border. Right. World border.
So.
Guess we'll need new dubs when we get there, huh?
What else can we talk about? Yeah, there's nothing really much to talk about. Kind of a boring part of the game, but trust me, it gets better. I just kind of wish the first actual world of the game, like, I mean, after this place, you'll go to a place called Traverse Town, and there's a world after that, which is what I consider to be the first world. That's going to be, like, the most boring world ever, so. But it gets better, trust me. It does get better. The platforming in this game is kind of bad, but if this game really does make you that mad, play the second one. The second one will probably be the one that gets you into the series, just because the second one's, like, at least twice as fun as this game, just because the combat's really good and the story's really good, although confusing. Anyway. As you can see, I'm just kind of making stuff up just because I'm bored and I don't really want to watch this scene. But since you can't skip scenes in this game... So yeah, if you didn't guess, that's the gummy ship that you will be riding eventually. And it will be called Excalibur, because Excalibur is awesome. A bit of information. You remember that that part at the beginning of the game where we ask the questions and it'll say dawn, evening, or midday.
A storm?
That actually does not affect what time of day it is when you do this. A lot of people think that it does, because a lot of people accidentally choose dusk as their as the time they adventure, but it will always be nighttime when you do this. It's never not nighttime when you do this. It'd be cool if it changes depending on when it said that your adventure started, but sadly this is not true. Anyway, so you go back to the island. There's this big energy ball.
Riku's boat. And Kyrie's.
So there, Kyrie's and Riku's boat are there. Oh, bit of information that I didn't actually get the first time I played this game. I know it's surprising. A bit of information I didn't know is you actually don't live on this island. They make you think that, but you do not live on this island. You live on a separate island entirely, and this is where you come to play. Anyway, don't bother trying to attack those shadows. You can't hurt them right now until you get this weapon that you get here in a second. It's pointless to try to attack them because you'll always miss.
What are you talking about? We gotta find Kyrie.
Kyrie's coming with us. Once we step through, we might not be able to come back. We may never see our parents again. There's no turning back. But this may be our only chance. We can't let fear stop us. I'm not afraid of the darkness.
Riku.
So yeah, if you can understand this game's story, it's really interesting, but it's kind of a hard game to understand. Basically what's happening right now is Riku's trying to go to a different world, and he's attempting to get Sora to go with him. But as you can tell, this is probably not the greatest idea ever, considering the black aura surrounding Riku is probably something called a shadow. If you've ever heard of it, it's not good, it's evil. Anyway, so this is the very weapon I was talking about. It basically prevented him from dying right there, because he probably would have. Anyway, so this is the very weapon I was telling you about, the keyblade. You need this keyblade in order to fight any Heartless, which is what those enemies are called. Heartless, you cannot hurt them unless you have the keyblade. So, it's pointless to attack them while you're doing it. Anyway, so I guess I'll be ending this video off here. Wait, actually, I'm going to show you where all the Heartless appear, so this is the part that I'm going to be grinding on. Okay, so there's Heartless appear here, on this bridge, and then they appear over here on this part of the platform, and they occur all the way through this beach. They appear on the bridge right here. I'm just showing you all the places where you can find them so you can grind if you want to. And then you can find them here. Over here. Over here. Up here. I know I'm skipping all of them. I will be fighting them soon. I just want to show you guys exactly where you're supposed to be going. The grind for level. Find them all across this bridge right here. And on this platform. And you also can find them around here and on this bridge. Go up this ladder. Go through here. There's some Heartless here, and this is probably the best place to actually level up, right in this building, just because since there's such little space, it's easier to level up there. Anyway, and that's all the places you can find to level up here. And you might be thinking, well, what about the cove? You can't actually get into the cove at this point in the game because of it's locked for some reason. You can't get in there. You can try all you want, but you won't get in there. Anyway, so yeah,